All right. I was just telling a little story here on the break that I used the Intro Stem skin cleanser or whatever. I don't know if you can see a difference, but it's supposed to like loosen like tighten up the skin under your eyes. Quick story, and then I got to run out of here. Nico's going to take you through the last segment of the show. But I used to tell my kids that I used to dress up like Santa Claus, and I still do, for the Near and Far Foundation, for Gianna's Heart of Hope, for the 5-Borough Power Yoga. I do dress up as Santa. It's one of the things I do. And I used to tell my kids, they used to see me dressing up like Santa and say, "What the hell is that, Daddy? You're not Santa." I say, no. But Santa has a lot of Santa helpers around the globe. And I'm one of them, okay? I'm an ambassador. If I'm at your school, you don't tell your friends it's your dad, okay? Because no one will know. And the one good thing about it was that I would tell the kids that I get to tell Santa right before Christmas who was good and bad in our neighborhood, okay? So make sure you're good, because I don't want to tell Santa my own kid was bad. And as it got closer to Christmas, I used to say, "Don't ruin it. You've been good all year. I've been updating Santa that you're good. Now, 1 week left, don't screw it up." Okay? And I used to keep them in line that way. Jess had a decent week. She took off one day, but she's helping her mom with some stuff. And now she left early today. And she kind of ruined the whole week with her actions in the last 15 minutes of the week. So it's kind of like she got on Santa's turd list right at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying, Nick?
Yeah.
She could have stayed for 15 more minutes, and I would have said, "Jess, what a week."
But she just had that appointment that happened to be, where she had to leave 5 minutes prior to the show.
And note to those of you out there looking for work, you just started at a new job. Warren Buffett said 80% of being successful in life is showing up on time. That's it, which means and extends to leaving on time. And if you can show up on time and just leave on time. Don't make a doctor's appointment that causes you to have to leave work 15 minutes early, because then I say, as an employer, what's wrong with this moron? They know they have work till 2 o'clock. Why would they make, I'm not calling Jess a moron.
What is your advice for those who need to make a golf tournament 5 minutes before the show ends?
Well, for those people who have risen to a level of success where they can dictate the outcome that would make them be most positive, if you're a boss, then you can leave a little early. And if you have a great team who can pick up the slack immediately, you feel good about it. That's when you know you got a real team. When you could just spur of the moment say, "I'm going to cut out and play a little golf because my buddies want to tee off at 2 and it's getting darker earlier now, so I want to get to the course so I can get a full 18 holes in." And I said, "Nico, you got to do the last 10 minutes," but he begs me to stay here for 5 of it so that I can eat up half the time. So I
did not.
For
Can
you,
I take over now?
For him. Huge shipment coming Monday. Pillows, comforters, 1,200 thread count Egyptian cotton sheets. A load of boxes is going to be here Monday. I'm giving it all away to you. All the other stuff is on its way to you. We'll talk to you. I'll talk to you Monday. I got to go. Okay? Nico, can I go now?
John, you could go now. Enjoy golf. I got it from here.
Please release me. Let me go.
All right. I muted John. And he wants to be unmuted.
Nico, can I go?
Yes, you may.
That was easy.
Yeah! All right. See
I
you
wish
Monday.
I had that button.
Yeah. Nothing's easy in Nico.
All right, guys. John, enjoy your golf tournament. Good
Thank
luck. Well, everybody, John was talking about this before, but I want to mention it again. The polls that we have been seeing in terms of the presidential election, we all know they are flawed. We've seen it in 2016 with the election when Hillary Clinton was running against Donald Trump. And we brought up that headline the other day of 14%, where we saw that Hillary was ahead in the polls by 14%. And they had that same exact headline with Joe Biden. I'm going to play you guys a clip. And it was brought to us by, actually through one of our friends on Twitter, but it was done by Dinesh D'Souza. And Dinesh has been on the show multiple times before on Liquid Lunch. And I think he puts it perfectly on why you should not rely on the polls you're seeing right now. And also, don't worry. Here's a clip by Dinesh D'Souza.
Are you rattled by these polls showing Biden way ahead? The polls have had Biden leading the full time and now in double digits. So are you a little bit rattled by this? I'm not. And here's why. We're in an era where polling like news has become a form of advocacy. We should always be careful to distinguish the things that are going to happen from the things that we want to happen, sort of wishful thinking. And I think this is what's going on with the left. It's tempting on our side as well. I remember going back to 2012 when I would tell people, I think Romney is going to lose. And they were like, what? I thought you were a Republican. And I'm like, well, I'm distinguishing between who I'm voting for, who I want to win, and who is going to win. Those are two separate things. The left is desperate for Biden to win. Now, they know, as we know, that Biden is a ridiculous candidate. The things that come out of his mouth are just unbelievable. He seems to have no grasp of what the population of the country is. He thinks that 150 million people have coronavirus. He literally is a kind of accident waiting to happen, a mental accident waiting to happen.
I think I was saying to you, Mac,
and then there's Trump's record. Trump has delivered a strong economy, America's respect in the world, trade deals, and on and on. So it makes no sense that Biden could be leading by that much. And in fact, he isn't. Now, there are two factors to keep in mind. One is the rigging of the polls, the oversampling of Democrats, the asking of questions a certain way. So massaging the data to get the result that you want. That's hardly new. That goes on with climate change. It goes on with many other things. If you dip the thermometer into the ocean, it doesn't give you the right temperature. You go dip it again in some other spot to show that the Earth has warmed by 1 degree over the past 100 years. The other factor is simply the cultural intimidation that discourages people from saying they are for Trump. I live in a very red part of Texas. Everyone's for Trump. Our Republican candidate gets, 85% of the vote. But you won't see a lot of Trump hats. You won't see a lot of Trump stickers. Why? I think it's because people don't want to be harassed in the grocery store. They don't want some idiot to come up and start yelling at them. This has now become the Antifa Black Lives Matter modus operandi. So people are a little muted in their support for Trump. And I can just imagine if a pollster calls them, are you for Trump? Well, I'm undecided. So there's a sense, I think, in which the polls are suppressing dramatically Trump's support. We'll find out, of course, in November. But let's not be afraid of the polls. They're meant to demoralize us. Let's not be demoralized. Let's push forward in confidence that the American people, even though many of them don't pay much attention to politics day by day, have a lot of common sense and can see through the media. It's so transparent. It's so obvious, and can see what's really going on.